My name is Paul Womack, professionally known as Willie Green. I'm a record producer and audio engineer and a composer of this project from Massey Klein Gallery called Press Play. This project came about because I've always really thought of music visually, and going to museums and galleries always been very inspired by paintings and visual art and how that could impact my sonic artistry. I've been lucky enough to be friends with Ryan and Garrett for a long time and reached out to them with this idea. They really provided a safe space creatively where I can take the art that they represent and create something that represents myself and my own artistic ambition. This is an instrumental hip-hop project, which might be unusual to a lot of people. I've chosen this collection of paintings because visually I love them and the art speaks to me. Initially, my first attempt at this was really, can I do this? Can I not only make sound from an image, but make musical sounds that I can create with in a wide range. I'm making keyboard sounds and bass sounds, but I'm also making drums, kicks, and snares, and hi-hats. And would I be able to get a wide enough range of sounds from a single image? That's my only rule here, is that every sound for each composition has to be made only from that painting. The gallery provided me with JPEG images of all the paintings that I chose, which I will then take and import into Sonic Photo and begin to manipulate. We'll start with this one by Laura Salade called Now My Eyes See You, which I chose because of its kind of mosaic pixelated nature. I mean, first, I love the painting, but second, with the negative space of the white background and then the mosaics of the little dots everywhere, I think will give me a real cool sonic quality. And I like to keep the picture up on the side, the actual proper proportions, so I can kind of vibe off that. So I load it into Sonic Photo, and bass sound, when you get your basic sound, is something like this. If you listen to the shape of the sound, you can see where the shape of the actual image kind of comes in. Particularly in the high end. It's frequency from top to bottom, and then time from left to right. So that's how we're generating the sound. I want to start something melodic, then we'll go and create some drum sounds to go with that. All the sounds have to come from the painting, but it doesn't mean that I cannot manipulate the image. Like, I can invert the colors like this. Very different sound. You know, so much of this is just trial and error, but that's digging for samples, that's creating. With this software, I can force it to be certain notes, either a single note, or I can add harmonies and make things into chords. I like the beginning part of this very much. So once I go through the process of creating the actual physical sounds in Sonic Photo, the next step is to create with them. I bring everything up in Cubase, which is my preferred production and mixing platform. Now I can map it to my keyboard from middle C on up, down, what have you. And so now I can take the sound and start to compose with it as I would a piano or a regular keyboard. That's what we're going to start with. That's pretty. Like that. Anytime I get a surprise out of music, especially digital music when it's made on computer, so many things are repeatable and therefore predictable. But the randomness I get out of software that just deals with the image and does its thing and then puts me in a position to react to that, that's an exciting part of the process for me. It gives me a different insight into the possibilities of inspiration, not even just the painting, because I'm not altering the paintings in the way that you would see it visually, but taking the excitement that I get from seeing a painting that I like and channeling that into creating something in my own artistic lane. That's the key hook that when I explain what I'm doing and telling people about it, like I'm sampling paintings, oh shit, that's crazy. Like, that's the one that gets everybody. The sampling is really just an audio collage. There are photo collages hanging in the Smithsonian Museum, and if that's art by nature, then an audio collage must be the same thing.